Hi everyone, I'm Candice Ruggiero. I have lived in 3 countries, the Philippines, Australia, and the USA. And I have valuable experiences as an educator, a mentor, leader, former school owner, and a motivational speaker. I hold 2 master's degrees, which I acquired both from New York, one in education and the other one in educational leadership. I have devoted 30 years to education, helping students pursue excellence and develop skills necessary for lifelong success. My leadership experiences date back to 1995 when I owned and managed 2 schools in the Philippines. This continued in the US where I led teams, initiatives, summer schools, and projects in both public and private schools. I have been an administrative intern and part of the assistant principal pool as well, where I acquired more leadership skills through workshops and professional development. I was reading stories to my students and found everyday valuable lessons in them. Suddenly, I realized that everything we need in life, we learned as students. This mindset changed my career path and led me to become a motivational speaker. I have inspired students, their families, teachers, and community members, and would like to inspire and impact more lives through my thoughts, ideas, words, and action as a speaker. So thank you for having me today. I'm very excited to share my lessons with you. Our daily experiences are full of challenges, defeats, and hardships that can contribute to poor self-concept, negative self-confidence, affecting our personal, professional, and social interactions, as well as our activities. A quote from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross says, "The most beautiful people I've known are those who have known trials, struggles, and loss and have found their way out of the depths." This strengthens the idea that we can use these valuable experiences to reach our highest potential, which may lead us to happiness and success. In my speaking engagement today, I want to invite all of you on a journey of self-discovery to help you realize that the answers to our fears, worries, defeats, and challenges are simply within us. We learned it in our homes, our school, our families, and the communities we live in. Today, I'll be sharing with you one important lesson that I have learned, that we can turn to our strengths and skills to navigate the world around us. You can be working in an office, work in a school, have your own business. You might want to write a book or become an influencer on social media, perhaps enter the digital market. In anything and everything that you want to do, know that you have the tools. Whether to think critically, communicate effectively, or problem solving, these tools and skills that we already have can help us achieve our goals and desires in life. I'll always remember the time in 1995 in the Philippines. I was standing by the entrance door and welcoming students. They looked so cute in their green and yellow school uniforms. There was giggling and excitement, and some were crying. The emotions were felt. It was the grand opening and first day of the learning field, TLF, as I called it. It's a school that I owned and managed in the Philippines. At such a young age, I was fortunate to have the funds to open a school. How did it happen? Okay, so one day I woke up and all my pieces of jewelry were gone. Apparently, at night, a robber came in and had stolen them and left me with nothing. And I needed to replace them. So I was introduced to a wholesale jeweler. She showed me a bag full of all kinds and types of jewelries. So I purchased some. And at the same time, she invited me to sell for her. I was able to sell and offer it to my friends at a rapid pace. And in a short time, I sold the jewelries to my family, my friends, and workmates. I even got someone from a few to sell for me, and they just added a percentage of their profit, of my profit, I was earning a lot of money. I knew being in the jewelry business was lucrative and profitable, but still, I love being a teacher. So I decided to open my school from the profit of my jewelry business. In 6 months, I had enough money to set up a school. I bought a big house, which I converted into a school, bought a vehicle to serve as a school van, hired contractors. I purchased school furniture and supplies. I also hired 2 extra teachers. I purchased a curriculum from the US. I was busy setting up the school while my agents continued selling the jewelries for me. While other women might be enjoying life, partying, and perhaps figuring out what they want to do out of life, I was a school owner, director, and entrepreneur at the age of 24. There were a lot of things to do in running a school. I was multitasking in all aspects and all levels. I dealt with the construction workers. I wrote the school's vision, its mission, policies, and curriculum. Adapted the curriculum. Using my simple skills on the computer, I designed my logo, flyers, and banners. I even went around the community hanging up the banners. I handled the hiring of teachers, my assistants, and drivers for my school bus. I trained the teachers as well. The year after, my enrollment quadrupled. And in my 3rd year, I was able to open another branch in another community. Because of the school's success and being one of the first to use technology in school through live access, I was featured and I appeared on primetime television in the Philippines. Flashbacks of the first day of the learning field will never, ever, ever leave my memory. It will always be in my heart. Why? Because I use my strengths, my talent, and skills to turn them into something tangible and great. And I can still picture these students of mine who walked into my school that first day. So I ended up selling the school to another educator because I moved to Australia. But I can never forget what I built and accomplished 30 years ago. Was it easy doing it all? No, it was a lot of work. Plus sleepless nights because my mind was constantly thinking and my body was busy working. But I overcame it, and I enjoyed it. And all I did was simply harness my skills I knew I had. And if I didn't know how to do things, I would find a way to learn them or even ask somebody to help. I had all the tools I needed to lead a school: a vision, perseverance, hard work, dedication, and the passion to succeed. And I did it. What can we learn from all this? What can we learn from my experience? There are skills and strengths are powerful tools. These words are excellent reminders that we all possess unique abilities that we can utilize to achieve our goals, whether big or small. This can positively impact our lives and those around us. We all have our strengths. What are they? How will I know which ones I have? So right now, I invite you to identify your strengths. So we're gonna write it on a piece of paper. So right now, I'm gonna pause and give you time to get any piece of paper, a bigger one, and find something to write with, okay? Go, find a piece of paper now. All right, so do you have your paper? Yeah, and something to write with? All right, so right now, I will be giving you 2 minutes to jot down what you're good at and use these guiding questions. What are my skills? What am I good at? What are my strengths? Okay, so I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. There's no right or wrong answer here. Try to get to know yourself, write it down. Okay, your strengths. something personal, or it could be your strength and skills at work. Anything. What are you good at? All right, you have the last 30 seconds to finalize your notes. All right, 2, 1, 0. So let me share with you 10 examples of strength that we may possess. And when I mention them or show them on the screen, look at your list and check of yours if it falls under that category. And if you think that the ones I will be sharing describe you and it's not on your list, feel free to add them, okay? It's nice to get to know yourself. Number 1, self-motivation, meaning you take initiative and action to pursue your goals in life. Number 2, personal traits. This may include leadership. You have leadership traits. You have empathy, integrity, confidence, respect. Third, critical thinking and problem solving. Critical thinking is like you're being good at analyzing, assessing sources, or doing research. Whereas in problem solving, you could be a problem solver at work, or you could also be technical savvy, able to deal with technical problems, or also with maybe personal finance. Fourth, strong organizational skills. This could be personal or professional. You're just organized with your thinking, the way you do things. 5, interpersonal and communication skills. Do you interact effectively and harmoniously with others? Do you have empathy, and are you a team player? 6, high emotional intelligence. What does this mean? You have the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, allowing you to have self-awareness and enables you to have better relationships with others. Like being emotionally confident, emotionally stable. 7, adaptability and flexibility. Can you adjust to new conditions and changes? And are you ready to thrive no matter what circumstances there are? 8, decision-making ability. Are you able to choose the best course of action from various options given to you? 9, resilience. Do you have the ability to bounce back from setbacks, problems, defeats, challenges, and keep going? 10, technical skills. This can include having coding proficiency or patient care knowledge, or just being tech savvy in everything that you do, being technical. So look closely at the things you have written down and start thinking of where, how, and when you can use them to gain happiness and success in your life. Never say that you can't do anything in life, because these strengths and skills that you wrote down, you already have them. Those are innate ones. You simply need to identify, which you did, but harness them as well. And if you struggle to know your strength, discover your personality, look for patterns, and keep an open mind. Or don't be afraid to ask people that you trust and respect to tell you what you're best at. Okay, so now that you have identified your strengths, there are some ways to improve them, and I'm here to share them with you. Number 1, focus on the positive. Stay away from negativity. This could be a negative situation or people in your life. No, just be positive. 2, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Join trainings, workshops, classes to maintain and develop those skills. 3, get experience. Make sure you apply for a job that will give you hands-on experience for you to utilize and maintain and practice those skills. 4, find learning opportunities at work. You can volunteer or attend voluntary professional development, or even training, or subscribe to a magazine that will give you information about that. 5, be open to feedback and suggestions. Don't feel bad if you receive negative feedback from your supervisor. As long as the feedback is constructive, then welcome it with an open mind and an open heart. 6, learn from others. Collaborate, share ideas, and communicate. Find like-minded individuals that you can work with. 7, take on a new challenge. Keep trying new things. Be open to new ideas. Be a risk taker. Why are these important? Because by focusing on our skills and using them to our advantage, we can unlock our full potential and accomplish great things. So let me close this talk and lesson with one of my favorite quotes from the story Peter Pan. The moment you doubt that you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it. So don't forget, turn to your strengths and skills to navigate the world around you. So this is your speaker for today, Candice Ruggiero. My website is at www.candiceruggiero.com. Thank you all for being here. Bye.